Hi everyone, Diane here. Welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's well and feeling ready for the adventure that we're going to go on today. I'm thinking of painting something in my nature sketchbook, which I haven't visited for a little while with you, although I have been actually visiting it myself, and I've done quite a few pictures in here over the time that I've had it, so haven't ignored it, and have been painting birds and learning how to paint birds from John Muir-Laws, whose book I recommend, and copying some of his pictures in order to fill up this book here. You'll probably recognize these if you've got that book. It's a very good way to learn. And then of course we did this. I did this tortoise a little while ago, and a snail. I was quite pleased with this one. These are pictures from challenges that we've been doing over the last couple of months. So you might be interested to see them. This is the view from my window, actually. It's not a monk. I haven't actually got a real monk there, but it's a statue of St. Francis, which I sketched. I haven't painted it, I just left it in ink. And that's my dog sitting at his feet. And he has a little basket in his hands, and it's often got birds standing on it. It has water in it. And there's our bird feeder behind him. And so that was fun to draw. And then this is some pots that are in our garden as well. You don't have to go far. I don't even have to leave the room to be able to find something to draw. Today I'm thinking of doing something on here. Can't quite make my mind up what to do. And I was flicking through this book, which is an older book, which you might be interested to see if you can track down. I'm sure it's not in print anymore, but I'm also sure that you could find a second-hand copy somewhere, by Sarah Hollis. It's not a book I turn to very often, I have to say, because it's basically about preparing things from herbs, and I don't really do that much, although I do sometimes. Now, this was published in 1995, and if I can find it online, I'll put a link to it in the description below the video. But it does have some nice drawings, paintings, and photos in it, as you can see. That's this is honeysuckle here, and Herb Roberts, which is very, very common here where we live. Rose Bay Willow Herb, that always makes me think of my daughter, who loved the name of this plant when she discovered it on one of her walks when she was a little girl, and brought it home and said, Mummy, what's this? What's it called? And I said, it's called, I don't know, let's look it up. And it grows all along the railway lines in England, along the embankments along the railway lines, and that's its name, Rose Bay Willow Herb. It's a good name, isn't it? Nice long name. She's always been interested in nature and plants and things like that, and she started when she was about 2 to ask questions about what was this called and what's that called, and so on and so forth. We've got some, actually talking about Tamsin and seeing this, the foxglove plant. If you go to our little channel called From the Garden, if you type in that curly thing, From the Garden, and go type that into the search box on YouTube, and it'll take you to our sister channel, which is where Tamsin puts all her film of all the things that are going on in our garden, which at the moment is mostly rain. And that she's got a very, very good little snippet of bees going into the foxgloves earlier on in the year, and going in for the pollen and nectar and, buzzing around. It's a very, very nice little bit of film, which you might like to see if you're interested in flowers and bees and the like. So this is quite a nice book, isn't it? I think there's some really good ideas in here. And here's the foxglove again. Makes me think I might want to paint that again. I don't know, though, because that's quite a long endeavour. It's got quite a lot of flowers on it, hasn't it? And it would take me quite a while to do. And looks like fennel or dill. Could be dill, yeah. Okay, so what am I going to do? This is a very good question. Flicking through this book, looking for something to grab me. pictures of gardens. Some nice roses there, aren't there? We've got some lovely roses like this, and they're not dog roses, pink ones though. Well, they are very similar actually. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go and get a little bit of rose. I'll brave the rain and come in with some rose, and we can have another go at that. Or maybe not, because we've done roses before not that long ago. And it is raining rather a lot. Well, I think I'm going to do a Rose Bay Willow Herb. Why not? Seems appropriate. And I think I'm probably going to have to turn it this way. It's nearly finished, this book. It's nearly finished. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it like this on an angle, and I'm going to do it long like that. And I shall put my book in front of me up there. Yeah, okay, so we'll start off by drawing it, I think. Or shall I start off with the paint? I'll tell you what, I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to find a biggish kind of brush, this one here. And I'm going to find my palette of pinks, which I keep handy at all times. And it also has some green on it too. And then I'm going to, I sound like an American when I speak like that, don't I? So I'm going to take some pink with a little bit of this one here, which is soft white, warm white. So this is Shell Pink by Holbein, and this is Warm White by Michael Harding. And I'm going to paint some pale flowers up the top, like this. And I'm going to add more pink as I go along. I'll drop some pink into the ones that are up there. And then we're going to just come down the page. I was looking at a book earlier on in which the author attempts to describe the way that you can paint petals by using certain kinds of brush strokes, which is very, very difficult to do. It's not that it's difficult to do brush strokes to make petals, but it's very difficult to describe how to do it, I think. And I think, honestly, the best way is to actually just go ahead and do it. You can't really describe it. You have to just go ahead and do it. Don't you? Okay, so we've gone all that way down there like that, and now I'm going to just mix up some sort of golden brown like that for the stem, which is in the middle. Okay, and we might want another one down here, I think, just for the, it's not in the picture, and maybe a small one here for the sake of artistic balance. And then we're going to switch to green Well, actually, what I'm going to do is sit down for a minute, and I'm going to make this a little bit darker, a little bit thicker. And then we'll switch to green. And we want a yellowish green, really. Golden green. And we've got these brownish, greenish leaves down the bottom. Let's find my where's it gone? There it is. We need some quinacridone gold. So I'm just picking up the paint, pointing the brush, and then just dragging like that. Very difficult to say it, but not that difficult to do it. And I'm making up the colours as I go along, using some lovely greens and golds. So we'll pop some more green into the stem. And there's a few leaves up here as well. I'm just going to get my book and have a closer look at the picture. So we need to attach, and then we've got little leaves coming out like that. And we'll bring a little bit more brownish brown into the stem, and up here we need to do a bit more attachment. Just lots of little, more or less, don't have to be particularly, you know, anything really, just something like that. I'm starting to feel cold. My hands are going cold. Luckily, I don't have much more to do here. But what I do want to do is I want to do some centres in these flowers. And yeah, it should be kind of golden, I think. That's what they actually have. And they kind of come out and up here, just a few. And there's a few kind of just pointed things up the top there. And if you wanted to, you could of course take some darker brown or reddish brown, and you can put some veins into your leaves down here so they look more leaf-like. Okay, and you could put them up here too if you wanted to, but you don't want too much detail. And then basically, really, I think that is probably as much as I want to do with the Rose Bay Willow Herb. I'll just show you in a bit more detail how little detail we have done. And yet that's quite effective, isn't it? So why don't you give that a go? This is the book that I used. That's the photo, or the painting that I used as my inspiration. And I'll put all the details about all the paints and everything that I used in the description below. So I'll let you go, and I will see you again soon. So bye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.